So hi everybody, this video is a follow-on from the previous video that I recorded where I go into a little bit more detail around talent dynamics. Talent dynamics was a profiling tool that I came across about 4 years ago now, and has been instrumental in helping me both build my own business but also that of clients. And it works on the premise that if we can identify where our strengths lie and where they don't lie, then we can start to build our business sustainably. You see, when you start out in business, it's natural to try and do everything yourself. But if you're successful and it grows and you start taking on more customers, then there's a danger that you can cap that growth by not outsourcing or not building a team of people around you that have the right strengths. So whilst we might be aware of our strengths to a certain degree, this profiling tool can really highlight the two people or the two different energies that we need to what I call balance the business. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen with you so you can see what I'm seeing. And you'll see here that we've got the talent dynamics square. And you'll also see that there's various different people around it who are pretty famous, and they're pretty famous for being successful in business, but doing it in very different ways. So we've got the likes of Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, as a mechanic. We've got Richard Branson, who's a creator. We've got Oprah Winfrey, who's a star. And they all achieve success in very different ways. And I guess what they did have was a really high degree of self-awareness around where their strengths did lie, and therefore who they needed to support them in order to grow a business. So let me take you through the 8 profiles, because the last video was around the 4 different energies, the dynamo, blaze, tempo and steel. This video is all about the 8 different profiles. And this was created, this tool, by Roger James Hamilton, who founded Entrepreneurs Institute. So if we start with a creator, first of all, we've got Richard Branson there. Creators are really good at coming up with ideas. They're often guilty of having so many ideas that they chop between all of them. And so they're great at starting things, but perhaps not so good at finishing them. A star, on the other hand, is more on the blaze side. So they're really good with people as well as having ideas, the dynamo energy. But they're really, really good at attracting leads to the organization. So if you're short of sales or you haven't got sufficient leads coming into your business, then a star would be who you'd be looking for. Then we've got a supporter. Supporters are really good at leading and managing teams. They've got a natural way with people, and they're also pretty comfortable with sales. And then we've got a deal maker. Deal makers are extrovert, but they're much more comfortable one-on-one. So they're really good at closing the sale, whereas your star would be bringing in leads to the company and attracting people. Your deal maker would be the person to go in and close the sale because they're natural negotiators. Then coming around the square a little bit further, we've got a trader. So traders are really good at looking after the clients. Once the clients are on board, they're very good at making sure that this customer service is of a really high standard, that everything's happening at the right time, because that's what the tempo energy is about, and the team are happy. Then we have an accumulator. So we're moving now more onto the steel energy, but it's still a mixture of the tempo, the timing energy. And steel energy, as we know, is all about the details. So accumulators make great office managers, PAs, project managers, because they've got this natural sense of timing with a natural attention to detail. Then we've got a lord, and lords tend to be into the numbers. They're very analytical and they like controlling things and like detail. So they often are in financial positions. And then finally, we have a mechanic. Mechanics like to tinker and improve things. So they love chaos, and they like to put systems and processes and structures in place to make things run more smoothly. So those are the 8 different people. Now, you don't necessarily need all of those people in your business. Whatever profile you are, we use a process called 1, 2, 3. So, for example, if you happen to be a creator, which a lot of our trade clients are actually, then the ideal people to what we call balance the business would be a supporter and an accumulator, because we always go 2 steps around the grid, and then 3 steps around the grid. And that kind of forms the perfect triangle. So the supporter might be somebody that goes out and does the sales and networking to bring in more leads. And the accumulator would make sure that everything's happening at the right time and no details are being missed. And that frees up the creator to come up with new ideas for pushing the business forward. So whatever position you are on talent dynamics, we always go 2 steps around the grid and then 3 steps around the grid, and that's your perfect team. If you'd like to learn more about this, we are running an event on the 14th of March at the Chislehurst Chiropractic Clinic between 6 and 8. The event is called Healthy You, Healthy Business. And there's an event on the Facebook page. So if this is of interest to you, the tickets are now on sale. Would love to see you there. Speak to you soon.